Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about AI actress Tilly Norwood. She doesn't exist. She's not real. Her love is real. And they're trying to get her a deal with talent agencies. I think Tilly is also known as Strike Insurance. She's also the Rachel Zegler that doesn't run at the mouth and costs the studio money. This is the future, love it or hate it, of Hollywood, and they're absolutely terrified of it. They are.
Yeah, because they're like, oh crap, it might come from our jobs next. And I guarantee you, the way y'all keep running at the mouth and the way you all keep acting like you're so important and you're threatening things like Bob Iger, the faster your demise will come. I don't agree with replacing actors with AI, but here we are.
Yeah, that's the thing here, and this is kind of a tricky situation, right? So the studio's job is to make money. And it's hard for them to make money when everybody's going on strike all the time. It's hard for them to make money when you've got actors and actresses out there with their political hot takes. And I guarantee you, once the technology gets to a certain place, they're going to replace, not everybody, but they're going to replace a lot of people in Hollywood with digital actors because they do what the studio wants, right?
Plus, they can do their own stunts and everything.
They could do their own stunts. Yeah, there you go. And again, this is just inevitable. And I think what we're looking at is the very much like the transition from silent films to talkies, where you're going to have people that are either, well, people, I'm using finger quotes here, either completely AI generated, or maybe they're actors, they're augmented. Maybe you've got an aging actor that can play a younger role now because of the de-aging technology. So I think you're going to have these like cyborg actors, but really at the end of the day, all that matters is, do audiences like it? That's it. Doesn't matter how you feel.
What's gonna matter.
Do audiences like it?
And with everything going on the way it is now, at Hollywood, I think studios are going to be quicker to adopt this. Well, I mean, right at this point in time, you can still tell they're AI. They're very stiff. Yeah. But that doesn't mean like in a few years they will be. When the next contracts go up for negotiation.
Well, okay, so we'll talk about that. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com. Sign up for notifications when we post new videos. We've also got some paywalled content out there. Do not have to pay for that. You do not have to buy it if you don't want to, but we appreciate the support. Yeah, so we've been talking about the unions in relation to the animation industry, and they basically sign these 3-year contracts. And I guarantee you, when they sign these contracts, they're like, where is this technology going to be in the next 3 years? Are we going to need more people? And every time they sign a deal, they cut people loose basically by canceling projects, or people just price themselves out of the market. They give all kinds of excuses. So it's already happening. And right now they're just trying to see, the studios are trying to see how much they can get away with.
Yeah. No, we saw this a couple of days ago. We didn't cover it because we wanted to sit and wait and see where it went. Because we knew, we're like, let's see how this goes. Because we knew it was going to go poorly. Hollywood's losing their shit.
Yeah.
Now I want to know, and I'm sure there's a way around it. But if we were talking this before the video, if AI isn't owned or copyrighted, so like if I generate video or image, and I can't claim I own it because if I used AI. So how are they going to go away with the whole actress being AI generated? I'm not sure where ownership comes from, because somebody else can say, well, I'm going to use her and I don't have to pay you.
That is a good question. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of a human component to it. I don't know. Ask Al Pacino. Because I've seen his movie before.
All I kept thinking of was Simone the whole time. Yes, I was like, I kept thinking of is Simone in real world. I'm sure there's a way around it, but I'm like that's going to be there. There's a whole bunch of legal issues surrounding this that have not been hashed out yet. So I don't know how they're going to get away with all of it. The next question is, we're already having companies be sued and win against people who said that they were trained on their stuff without permission. And then we've heard that, well, as long as you buy it, you can train it on there because you've paid for it. So who trained this actress? If it isn't being somebody augmented, which it doesn't sound like it is, what did they do? Like feed in every actress they could find that they had these qualities? And if that's the case, did they get the permission before they did that?
Well, you already know the answer.
I know the answer.
You already know the answer to that one. Yeah, they probably did train her. I mean, millions and possibly billions of hours of footage, and you're just like, this is what we want.
So I guarantee they train her on Scarlett Johansson's work because they want her to be the next Scarlett Johansson.
The next Scarlett Johansson, which poor ScarJo, because Chat GPT knocked off her voice for the Sky voice. She was in talks. I don't know if you guys remember this. This was a couple of years ago. She was in talks with Chat GPT to do a voice for them, and the deal fell through. She probably wanted too much money or something. And they went and they did like a one-off. It was like 25% different, but you could still tell it was based on her voice. Mm-hmm. And so there was a lawsuit. She's suing everybody now.
Well, I can't blame her on that one, because when you're an actor, like, that is your voice, your appearance, your style is your trademark. So if people are doing it enough that you could tell, oh, that's supposed to be Scarlett Johansson, or you're confused at all that might be Scarlett Johansson, then yeah, I think she has grounds to go after them for it.
So let's look at this and we'll look at the reactions. So this is coming from Variety. AI actress Tilly Norwood has attracted the attention of multiple talent agents, actors, comedians, producer, Elaine van der Velden told a panel at the Zurich Summit at the Zurich Film Festival. Tilly Norwood is the first creation to emerge from recently launched AI talent studio. Is it Zykoa? I can't even pronounce this. A spinoff from van der Velden's AI production studio, Particle 6. They said the studios were quietly moving forward with AI project. Okay, this is true. They said the studios are quietly moving forward with AI projects, and that further announcements would come in the next few months. Everybody's losing their shit. They're like, oh my God, Hollywood's going to adopt AI. We need to stop them. I'm like, it's too late. They're already using it. They're just not telling you because they don't want reactions like this. This is Chris Raygun, who I like overall, but this was a really bad take, I think. I think we all have a moral obligation to bully anyone promoting this stuff into oblivion. Generative AI users, collaborators, and CEOs should never be able to walk the streets without getting spit on or having their coffee slapped out of their hands.
That's a little much.
That's a little much.
I mean, at least right now they're localizing it to fake actors. They're not just generating people. But who's to say an actor couldn't say, hey, you know what? You're going to give me a bunch of money. I don't have to show up. Yeah. Go ahead. Generate me in. That way I can get all of my projects done then.
They said they want her to be the next ScarJo or Natalie Portman. I'm like, well, she probably is a better actress than Natalie Portman.
But you can tell by the look. To me, she looks like just a generic cutesy brunette.
Yes.
I'm looking at her picture. I'm like, I can think of a bunch of girls who actually look like her now.
No, I think that's it. They just kind of went for the whole like.
There's nothing about her that stands out though, because that's one thing about like with entertainers and actors and things. You have to have, you say the it factor, but you do have that thing about you that you stand out, that that people would be interested, or otherwise you're just going to be like any other person wanting to be an actor. There's different things about you that make you stand out. She just looks like a cutesy brunette that you see working at a coffee shop or at college or something. You know what I mean?
Very, very generic. Actually, here's the dark place that this is going to go, the dark territory this is going to go into. I know what these digital actors are going to be used for.
Oh, we all know what they're going to be used for. Right?
It's like, oh, yeah, she looks 16, but she's actually, supposed to be quote unquote 22.
5 months.
She's only 5 months old, guys. Yeah, I know exactly where this is going to go, and I know exactly what industry is going to latch onto this. Yeah, on LinkedIn, now this is like, you're just like whacking the beehive, dude. Audiences, they care about the story, not whether the star has a pulse. Tilly is already attracting interest from talent agencies and fans. Actually,
they don't say where. I can say that too. Doesn't mean it's true.
Most of the talent agencies are saying, hell no. The age of synthetic actors isn't coming. It's already here. And they've already worked on stuff. They did Miss Helen for BBC 3, True Crime Secrets for Hearst, Look See Wow for Sky Kids. I'm telling you right now, and this is the thing that people don't understand. It's very much like the end of Watchmen, right? You do your monologue after you've already done the evil deed. You don't give the heroes time to stop you. And that's what has already happened. They were already going all in behind the scenes on
But
AI
who told you?
2 or 3 years ago. And the strikes, I'm telling you,
I hastened it.
the strikes hastened the adoption of AI because they're like, we are never going to be shut down again because of double strikes. We will do what we have to do. And if that means we replace all of you with a bunch of bleepity bleeping robots, it's not our ideal, but we're going to do it.
From the Disney standpoint, you had the whole debacle with Rachel Zegler, and then that we saw what happened with Snow White. But I mean, with AI technology, those dwarfs is the best you can come up with. But I'm just like, we saw that. So they've spent how much money on that movie, and it was a complete like loss. So they can avoid spending as much money if they hire AI actors. We have Ariana Grande was just going on with Trump supporters. You happy now? And right before Wicked for Good comes out, bad idea. You're not going to have that happen anymore. Apparently, with the Jimmy Kimmel thing, what's been said is that the different Hollywood agencies, actors, talent agencies, kind of threatened Bob Iger.
Yeah.
And they were basically like, it'd be a real shame if no one worked on your movies and you couldn't get your talent and all that. You think Iger's going to let that happen again?
No. And this is the hard reality, right? We are seeing the fusion of the entertainment industry with the tech industry, and eventually they will cut people out who stand in the way of them making money. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest, 90% of consumers don't give a shit who's in it, whatever. They know that they'll follow certain actors or actresses if they like them because they like their acting style or whatever. And eventually, if we start inserting digital actors and they like that particular actor's style, then they'll follow that person too, even if they're not real. I mean, that's the truth.
Again, like as we said all the time, we believe in AI as a tool, not to replace
as a
people.
tool.
And I don't think this is good. I don't think this is a good idea.
But it's
concerning. It's very concerning.
I'm telling you, this might even be something that they just use to threaten actors with, like, shut the fuck up, or we're gonna go get. Hey, Rachel. Yeah, we're going to go call Tilly. Do you want us to call Tilly?
Well,
because Tilly can do your job.
Could just reinsert Tilly in all the scenes. Boom.
That is the next thing.
Cost.
That's
and then you know what you didn't do. You're giving us a contract problem. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's what they could do. You're causing us a PR headache. Well, let's replace you in the movie. You're causing, the actor who's in a scandal later, but they don't want to lose with Jonathan Majors and stuff. But we want to use Kang still. Well, no, barely an inconvenience. We'll just replace Kang and everything digitally with an actor that's not real. If another actor, like 20 years later, their movie's still profitable, but they're problematic, no problem. Just to cut them out and put somebody else in. And they can do that. They were already talking about doing this with advertising. They're going to leave spaces in places. Oh, you want Coke to sponsor this month? Okay, well, everything's going to be changed to Coke. Oh, it's Pepsi the next month. Okay, we'll just change it to Pepsi. It's creepy and weird, but that's what they're going to do. They're already saying they're doing it.
It's not going to be creepy and weird to people 20 years from now. It's going to be normal. It's going to be that basically the lines between video games and movies, TV shows, they've been blurred. I think Netflix has definitely helped blur the line because now we got TV whenever we want it.
It's a bad idea though, because I'll tell you why. If everything's replaced with AI people, even down to the news, because you don't have to worry about them saying something stupid, right?
Yeah.
Then what are people going to do? How are you going to trust? Because it's always going to be corporate owned. It's always going to be, fake. Some people might say things out of turn, but at least they're real. It's all going to be. What are people going to do if you're all replaced with AI? What are you supposed to do with your life? What are you supposed to do? Because it's not like you're going to go out and the things that AI, or, robots and that should replace, like the hard stuff, like I don't want to do my laundry kind of situation. Aren't. Instead, you'll be doing nothing but doing like manual labor while they're the ones making the shows and doing all those jobs that everybody aspired to have. So I don't know how far it'll go, because people are going to be like, I think you're going to see a rise of indies it's going to be like when you have real people when it's indie, you might see a rise in that as people turn their back on corporate, because if you replace everybody with AI, I don't think it's going to go the way that studios think it's going to go either.
No, I think what's going to happen is we're going to have an over use of it at first. Same with animation. We've talked about this before, right? I think we're going to have an overuse of AI. Everybody's going to rush into it. They're going to do it badly, and then the public's going to develop a distaste for it. But then eventually what will happen is it will settle into a role which is a tool to augment, other tools.
If it's an augmentation, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to use it to try to replace or to take actors that sign over and then they perpetually, so there's never room for new people. And the problem is I think that's not going to go the way they think it's going to go. And I think indies having a chance to use AI as like an augmentation to like do, animation or whatever. Okay. As long as there's a human component to it. I think it's just, this is really bad idea that they're going to go on these actors. Now it's going to be really appealing. They can, every language it's that person doing the language and the voice, and they can do their own stunts. You can make sure they don't say something stupid, or if you want them to do a promotion in a certain way, like make sure you promote this product that we're getting paid for, they could do that. And I get what the appeal is, but I don't know if it's going to resonate with people. I think it's just going to make a rise in independence that are going to actually use people, real people. And I think society is going to turn against it. I know you thought that they will. I think they will.
If you asked me this question a couple of years ago, I think I would have had a different answer. But the unfortunate truth is I've seen what makes them cheer, right? Like YouTube right now, AI slop history videos that are completely inaccurate. People are watching them. I mean, they are. That's
a scary part because they're watching inaccurate things and then they're spouting it as fact.
Yeah. I mean, I forget what it was the other day. I was looking for something. And I got this history video. I'm like, oh no, it was it came up recommended. It was supposedly like a knockdown drag out fight between like Sylvester Stallone and one of the late night hosts, and it never actually happened. It was just like a fanfic of
but see, that's gonna get you sued.
Yeah, I'm like, this is wild. And it was like a story. So they basically took AI and they wrote like a 40-minute script about Sylvester Stallone verbally abusing Jimmy Kimmel or something. It was weird.
If it was their own character, that's different, but they're using actual people and their own likenesses or copyrights. So that's the problem. And the thing about that is going to be, honestly, if you're going to school for law or you're a lawyer, now would be a good time to just, get yourself into a position where you're defending this kind of stuff, because I have a feeling it's going to be very lucrative for you.
Get yourself an AI lawyer.
Well, no, I'm just saying, get lawyers that are real, but they're defending people that are having their likeness stolen. They're defending people. Yeah. You're defending, what are the laws around? Because right now the laws are really, loose around all this stuff right now.
Here's where it goes. And again, this is taking us to a dark place. The only way you can lock down your identity and your personality or whatever is probably with a digital ID, which is something they've been trying to push through. So what will happen is you'll have your likeness, voice, appearance, whatever, locked into basically an NFT on the blockchain. And then somebody would have to pay you to unlock it to get, it's going to get weird. Things are going to get very, very weird. And I think the problem is the technology is advancing a lot faster than we can adapt to it. And normies are blissfully unaware. We cover tech and entertainment, so we talk about this stuff all the time. We can see it happening. By the time normies catch on that, these actors aren't real, they've already binged a whole show on Netflix with these digital actors, right? Mm-hmm. And because
they're going to have to. I guarantee, at least in the future, near future, I don't think how long that's going to last. But they're going to have to just disclaim it as this isn't a real person.
Now, this isn't anything new. This is the first time they've actually tried to peddle an actress, but they actually had, I think, an Instagram influencer and TikTokers.
Yeah, and they have models.
Yeah, they have models, right? Like I said, the dark place is what they're going to do with these digital actresses. You know what they're going to do with these digital actresses. But we've got some reactions. Emily Blunt said, "Are you serious? That's AI. Good Lord, we're screwed. That's really, really scary. Come on, agencies, don't do that. Please stop. Please stop taking away our human connection."
Well, stop taking my job. That's basically what it is.
That's what this is. I think what's going on now is we are starting to see for better or for worse, the new reality, which is no one is irreplaceable, right? And I am really wondering if digital actors and actresses, they're not going to fully replace actors and actresses. But I think, I was joking, but I don't think it's a joke. I think they're insurance. I think it's you know what? Either you straighten up or we replace your ass with Tilly. And they could do it. Somebody could walk out of a movie or something in a huff because, whatever their political opinions are, and they just walked out. cool. We'll just bring her in, and then we'll go back and we'll just add her to all your scenes, and we'll just erase you.
That's what
completely.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Where it's going to get real. Wait till we get the AI televangelist.
Oh my God. And the thing is, you could just make shit up and have a newscaster, like you were saying, newscasters, everything. I mean, we're in uncharted territory.
You said about history videos. They could, how long till they can start, if they haven't already, editing history videos to make it look like something else happened and did.
Hey, everybody. This actually happened during the Civil War because Lincoln had a cell phone, and he was doing a selfie of himself giving his speech. So this is what he actually said, guys. You gotta believe it because he was there.
No, I'm just saying if they have like photos or videos of things that supposedly happened, they could change it easily.
History could be rewritten very easily.
And
that's the
concerning.
scary. That's the scary thing about it. The running man.
Like, you like AI. It's like, well, actually, if you watch our videos, you know that I'm not a big fan of it. But I think even you like it. But you say as a tool, like
as a tool.
I don't think either one of us think this is a good idea.
I think as a tool, the thing is I don't know. I mean, look, I gotta tell you, being able to do the work of 10 people.
Yeah, but it's still you're doing your work. You're just using
right.
AI to help you in your own style. That's different than saying, "Hey, we're gonna go, replace completely Hollywood." I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Part of me is like, yes, you kick them out because they're overinflated, head up their ass, think that their opinion is the most important, and they're the most important thing in the room. A lot of them are very arrogant, and I would not be too upset to see them replaced. But I don't know if this is the right way to go about it. And I don't think that agencies are going to I think studios are going to want stuff like this because it's going to get rid of the problematic actors, but that doesn't mean the agencies are going to carry the problematic actor or the AI to get rid of problematic actors. We already know the unions are flipping out until they can collect dues on AI actors. And then they'll be like, it's great.
Yeah. So that's what the whole issue was, because James Earl Jones, sold his voice, and they were pissed that they couldn't put another union actor in to do the voice of Darth Vader. I'm like, Darth Vader is James Earl Jones. I've heard other people try to do Darth Vader in video games and stuff. It never sounds quite right. I'd rather have AI James Earl Jones if you got to do it, right? But they were just pissed they weren't getting a cut. And that's the same thing. I guarantee you, if Tilly gets a deal and somebody says, hey, we're going to give Tilly $20 million to be in this Disney movie or whatever, and she's gonna play the Rapunzel in the live action whatever, and $20 million, and hey, SAG-AFTRA, you can come in here and get yourself a couple $1,000,000 if you represent her. They'll do it.
Well, yeah, I think they'll
keep it on the down low, but they're
all trying to go after YouTube and stuff now to try to open up to that, these different unions, because they're desperate for dues. If they start making, AI actors have to pay dues too for representation, and they're getting money from it, they'll all be like, oh, maybe it's not so bad after all. Because it's all about money. How come they show her in shot like stills? Do we have any videos of her actually acting?
They have video of her. I don't know if I get dinged from that. Or
I don't know if they did. I'm just saying, it can't be really copywritten, can it? Anyway.
Well, that's a whole new thing too, because we talked about Critters, the AI animated movie, and how they're getting it through is that the characters were designed by hand. The script was written by a human. They've got voice actors, so there is a human component. So I think
that's how they're going to copyright their thing. But the AI animation itself, by the way the laws are set now, I don't think can be really copywritten. But the script and the voice acting and stuff can be.
What if she's like Jem, where they're actually?
I was thinking Jem. Now would be the time.
Yeah, now would be the time to do a Jem movie. Except it would be like, oh, Jem's a bad idea. Let's burn Jem. But no, do a good Jem movie, not the other one, because it's very relevant. Because you could have basically a fake musician doing AI songs or whatever, and it could be like, is this really me? Or
the person's doing all the voicing, and doing the motions, but it's AI is being shown to the screen,
right? And
it's still a person, but it has AI overlay.
That's what I'm wondering. Is going on is that going on here? I don't know, but SAG-AFTRA is having a meltdown. They said, Tilly Norwood's not an actor. It's a character generated by a computer program that was trained on the work of countless professional performers without permission or compensation. It has no life experience. Yeah, because SAG-AFTRA
would get cut of that. I know, right?
Well, okay, so if a young aspiring actor or actress watches movie clips and they're trying to emulate their favorite actors, You know, I mean,
Yeah,
this
but there's
is
a
this
difference
is
because it takes you years to learn to emulate that, or and you still won't. It'll still be your version of that. Where like if you're just training things on that, it's gonna be able to emulate it a lot. It's gonna be a lot more uncanny valley. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot more
right.
close to it.
Well, they need to get good. I'm sorry. Yes. I mean, I look, I'm making jokes about it. Here's the reality. It's not gonna stop. That's what everybody's like. Well, if we just hold our breath, it's like, bitch, it's already here, right? It's already here. They're already using it. They've been using it. They were using this technology to some degree before you even knew this technology existed. Because I guarantee you, if you had this ability, the very first thing you do is go run into Hollywood where they have all kinds of money, and especially take advantage of the strikes, be like, hey, all these actors, actresses, they're not working. Here you go.
All I'm saying is, you know, if it's true that Iger had to put Kimmel back on because of talent agencies and Hollywood celebrities and all this shit, wouldn't it be a lot easier to have actors that you don't have to worry about them coming after you for it? Wouldn't it be easier to have actors you don't have to worry about, like Rachel Zegler saying shit all the time?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, from my standpoint, and for somebody that you know is an audience would be in the audience, and somebody who you know does entertainment type stuff, I don't like the idea. I don't like AI except for like maybe as a tool to help somebody do what they want to do. That's their own stuff. That being said, studios are totally gonna have to do it. There's no question.
Yeah, they are. They are. And Whoopi Goldberg's even like, she's not denying it. She said, yeah, after many human actors called for a boycott against agencies who sign AI actors, the studio claims Tilly is not a replacement for human beings, but creative work.
No, she's a replacement.
Yeah, and AI actors should be judged as part of their own genre rather than be compared directly with human actors. But she said the problem is, in my humble opinion, is you're suddenly up against something that's been generated with 5,000 other actors.
Yeah.
It's got Betty Davis's attitude and her eyes. Betty Davis eyes. Humphrey Bogart's lips. That's quite the combination.
Yeah, she's dating herself here, but anyway.
And Goldberg's humor. It's got my humor. Thank you. And so it's a little bit of an unfair advantage. I mean, again, this is the John Henry scenario where, yeah, you can be the best at what you do and you can try to fight it, but at the end of the day, it's like you're going to kill yourself trying to fight it.
Well, The View would be one of the first places that would probably get replaced, you know?
Whoopi comes out in the MAGA hat and it's like, oh, yep, it's going to be like the pod people. Like you're going to see all these actors and actresses getting replaced with AI. Something's wrong with Whoopi. Why is she wearing a MAGA hat? Why is she look 30 years younger?
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot easier. It'd be a lot easier to make sure you don't say stupid stuff like Joy Behar saying that, you know, Trump's worse than any president or any situation in, you know, the Cuban Missile Crisis or the, you know, the civil rights movement, because, you know, as a young black woman, she would have known.
It'd be funny if like everybody from The View retired like 3 years ago and nobody knew, and they just had like AI versions like blah, 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 Trump, blah, 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 blah.
I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go. I do think studios probably will want to adopt it. I don't know if audiences are going to take it. And it is concerning because it's like you're blurring the lines between reality. I mean, not that entertainment already doesn't do that, but much more so. And it's a very concerning thing because, you know, there have to be limits. And what are the limits?
I'm telling you right now, I mean, here's the depressing truth, right? And everybody's going to hate me and the audiences are going to eat it up. They don't really give a shit. The general
I don't know if they will. I really don't know if they will.
I think if you've got kids that are being trained on YouTube brain rot right now, when they get older.
Yeah, but the difference is that YouTube slop and brain rot is clearly AI generated fake, and it's clear, and it's just like random shit for random shit.
Well, this is just better AI slop.
This is like they're trying to present her as a real person. They're not like, it's not the same thing. It's not like that thing you put up with Power Rangers SPD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fudge?
Yeah,
it wasn't like that.
Somebody put together a new intro for Power Rangers SPD. It was all AI, and they're all like smoking. Even the freaking
Zord chugging booze and
even
making
the
out
Zord
with
smoking
each other.
a blunt. It's like, oh my god, this is hilarious.
It was funny, but it's like that's what when people think about AI, you know, the slop and the brain rot, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
it's not anything about that making people think that's a real person. You know.
So it was funny. But now it's getting to the place where, because I remember before everybody was talking about, you know, was it Will Smith eating pasta or pizza or something? He had like 20,000 rows of teeth and it was a mess. It was funny when it was obviously fake, and now it's not going to be obvious. And 3 or 4 years from now, it's definitely not going to be obvious. And then the studios are going to own their actors. I guarantee you Disney will make a deal with like Harrison Ford and be like, look, we can't replace you as Indiana Jones, so we'll just buy your likeness.
It doesn't mean that their actors are going to do it, though.
If I knew my family would be taken care of for forever, even after I die, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm dead.
Well, but it's Disney. I wouldn't believe anything they said, personally. But, you know.
It's like, I was just saying, they've got AI Stan Lee interacting with the crowd at a comic convention now. I mean,
yeah, I know. I saw that.
This is where we're at, right?
People were like being mad about it and stuff. You know, the thing is, I don't think he would have hated it. I really, because as much as he was like, you know, loved the attention and he always wanted to be in the movies and stuff, I think he would have probably liked it. But
he'd probably be like, hey, I get to live forever, right? I mean, yeah. I guess I'd prefer AI Stan Lee to, you know, draining his blood and having him sign comics with his own damn blood, which is absolute. I mean, it's
Wait, they had him sign comics with his blood?
Yes.
Are you flipping kidding me?
No.
How do you summon demons? That's how you summon demons. No,
pretty much, right? And then, you know, you say Stan's
could have been other fluids, so there's that.
Oh my God. No, there were allegations, but that's a whole nother thing. I think in 95 that ship has sailed. Yeah, I don't know. It's inevitable, guys. I mean, again, I think this is more of insurance policy against motor mouth actors and strikes and anything that could
keep you. It also could just be fear to keep you in line.
It could be. It could be like, yeah, we're not going to actually use the Death Star. We're going to blow up Alderaan, but it's there, just so you know. It's like the belt or the belt. The prince.
You all can hear your dad cracking that thing.
Yeah, or the paddle. My principal's office. Like you can't. I don't think you can get away with this now. But my principal had a wood paddle with holes drilled in it, so it hurt more. And he had it hanging on his wall, so when you went in there and you're in trouble, he would just kind of give a glance over that paddle like, I could whoop your ass. Tilly is here to whoop your ass. Or lick your ass. That might be another use for it. I don't know. But I
hope not.
It's gonna get weird. Next, like, 5 years are gonna be really freaking weird. You gotta wrap it up.
Yeah. We are not AI.
Yet.
Well, I don't agree to it, so...
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.